Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. To start off this look, I'm going to prime my eyelids with the LA Girls Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. I'm going to blend that in with my finger, and then I'm going to set it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 200. I believe it's golden beige, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But to set my eyelid with that powder, I'm going to use the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge because it leaves a smoother canvas than using a regular brush to me. A regular brush is really grainy in my opinion. So for this makeup look, I'm going to be using the Juvias Place, the Nubian 2 palette. And the first shade I'm using is Madagascar. I'm using that as my transition color. It adds just a little bit of shadow and a little bit of depth. So I'll be using that. And then I'm going to take the shade Morocco on this Sonia Kashuk blending brush. And I'm just going to fluff that in my crease for added warmth. I am using circular motions and back and forth motions. You do need to play around with these shadows. You do have to build them up in small increments because they are not the greatest matte shadows, but they are pretty darn good for what you get. So after I'm done blending that shade all over my crease, I'm going to take the shade Kenya on a tapered pointed blending brush, and I'm going to work that in my outer V. And again, with this shade, I did pack it on a few times in small increments and blend it out. That's just how I find that it works best when using these shadows. A stickier primer base would work better too, but I was fine with the way it came out. So for my actual lid color, I do not have a clip of me applying it because my camera had died at the time. So for my lid color, I did use the e.l.f. glitter primer, and then I used the eyeshadow in the shade Ya from the palette, and I applied that all over my lid. And that was it for the eye makeup. We skipped the liner today. Moving on to the face, I'm using my Nivea Soft Moisturizer. I'm just going to apply that all over my face and rub it into my skin. I love this, especially if you have combination oily skin. It is the best. For primer today, I'm going to be taking the NYX Angel Veil Primer, and I'm going to take quite a bit of this and apply this all over my face. It does leave a white cast on my face, but it does slowly fade away after the application. For foundation, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible, I said that completely backwards, foundation in the shade 110 Cream Cafe. I'm going to apply that directly onto my face. It's just a lot cleaner this way for me. And to blend that out, I'm going to use a flat top kabuki brush and just blend it out in stippling and buffing motions as per usual. To further blend out my foundation and to soak up some of the excess product that does not need to be there, I'm going to take the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I'm just going to dab that all over my face. To highlight my face and conceal my under eyes, I'm going to go in with two different concealers. The first concealer that I'm using is the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer in the shade 430 Medium. I love this concealer. It's probably one of the only drugstore concealers that isn't too thick or too cakey, but is yellow based because I have a lot of yellow undertones to my skin, so this concealer works perfect for me. And then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal True Match Concealer in W4, W5. And this is just going to add the brightness to my face. And to blend that into my skin, I'm going to go in with that same Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I'm just going to use dabbing motions and blend it in. To set all of my concealer, I'm going to go in with the Coty Airspun Loose Translucent Powder. I believe it's extra coverage. I'm going to kind of bake with this, and then I'm just going to really press it into my skin because I've never really taken any flash photography pictures with this because I don't know if it has a flashback. But to set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 600 Golden Beige. And I'm just going to take that on a large powder brush and stipple it on my face. Also using it to blend out my concealer. Well, my highlighting powder, my setting powder. To bronze up my skin, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I'm just going to take that on a large tulip face brush and just bronze my entire face with this. I am going to contour today. So to contour, I'm going to use the e.l.f. What is it? Their bronzer palette, and it's in the shade Deep Bronze, and I'm going to mix the two matte shades together. One's too light, one's too dark, so I'm going to mix them together, and I'm going to contour with this angled blush brush. And look at that contour, like it's so pretty. It's blended so nicely, if I do say so myself. Next, I'm going to highlight my face. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Bronze Glow. Just going to apply that all over my highlighting points, which are my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, forehead, and my chin. For my blush, yes, I'm going to wear blush today. I don't really wear blush. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine, and it's really pigmented, so I have to be really light-handed with this because I don't really like stark blush. But that is it for the face. Moving back to the eyes, I'm taking a flat definer brush and I'm taking the shade Kenya from that palette, and I am smudging that on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to blend it out with the shade Morocco. I'm also extending that to connect it to my under eye. And I'm going to add Zuri in my inner corner, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a wonderful day. Now I can sing along. I can sing